Okay. Ooh. Hello, I'm Shahzad Rehan Ali Khan, born in Karachi, Pakistan. Yes, you heard that correctly, and yes, I know that rhymed. And today, I'm so excited because this week I uploaded my first gaming video. First gaming video uploaded in 16 years. The last gaming video I put up on YouTube, I played this bad boy on this bad boy, and I put the gameplay and commentary up online before obviously I deleted everything because I got bullied. Before we get into today, I do need to confess something. You're not gonna like it, the gaming community is not gonna like it, and I can already hear those RGB keyboards click-clacking away. I have to get this off my chest, and I hope you guys don't think of me any differently for it. When I recorded that FNAF gameplay, I had to use a Mac. Sorry, I couldn't keep a straight face. I know it's blasphemous. I haven't had a gaming PC in about 8 years. And in that 8 years, times have changed. I can no longer process dairy, for example. You can now pay for skins in games and having to like play the game to unlock them. I can't be 5 feet from a toilet if I smell caffeine. There's a lot of bowel related issues with me actually. Really exciting is I posted some snippets on TikTok and Instagram, and like a small group of my following also are gamers, and they'd be messaging me being like, this is so cool, since when do you game? Like, I don't know you're a gamer. Are you just gaming for clout? Like yada yada yada. No. I got my first ever gaming console in the 90s, obviously. It was a Sega, and I was obsessed with it. And I played that thing to absolute death. And when I mean death, I mean I kept overheating the thing and melting the inside. So I'm actually hoping you guys can help me later on in this video because I need help with my setup. I need help with a new gaming PC so I can keep putting content out there that's as mediocre as it has been thus far. I'm on the internet being like, you're just doing this for clout. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. I've lost it already. Oh my God, where is it? Who remembers this? Oh, this. She's seen better days. This is the original Nintendo Game Boy. It was in black and white. Obviously there's no backlight. The screen is having some problem. My dad gave this to me. So my dad's an ex-professional cricket player, and he was on planes a lot. And obviously he was on planes during an era where there was no TVs on planes. And my mum bought my dad this Game Boy with the original Super Mario Brothers, which for the life of me, I cannot find. It is in a box somewhere in this house, and I will find it and then I will show it to you. Dad gave this to me, and this was my first ever Game Boy. This led me on to this little boy. Na 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 na.
Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all.
It's the original Pokemon Yellow, and I have the original Pokemon Yellow, where the cartridge was actually yellow. When I was younger, one of my friends came over and he stole it. And I know exactly who it is. He's actually in jail at the moment. Completely unrelated. But I remember him taking it, and I was too like shy and nervous to say anything. But he's in jail now. So the problem I have is, this bad boy is slightly rusted. Come on, come on, come on. Is it gonna play? Please play, please play. Please play, please play, please play. Nothing's happening. You know what you have to do in these situations? Everything works after a good blow. Come on, come on. You've got this, you've got this, you've got this. Stop it. This was an era where there was no backlight. As you can obviously see, there's no backlight on this thing. I have to angle it into the light for you guys to see it. And I can remember, if you're from the 90s and you had one of these, you can vividly remember being sat in the backseat of your parents' car at nighttime, angling the screen towards the window so that you could get the street lights, the street lamps, as you were driving past, and you get to play the game for like half a second at a time. But you were sat up against the window, like, that's so cool. At the same time I got that Game Boy, I got this. Hold for applause. Na 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 na. Why did I stick that sticker on there? You're an idiot. It was the era where you had to put your name tag on everything, otherwise people stole stuff. What's in there? Batman Forever. Okay, I'm so excited, Spyro the Dragon. Spyro the Dragon, Year of the Dragon is the second game. It was my favorite game. I know everyone's gonna remember exactly what I'm talking about. If you are like me, why am I jittery with excitement? I'm so excited. Toy Story 2. Toy Story 2 was my generation Iron Man. Literally, this game, you were a man in a suit running around shooting your laser, and it was the best thing ever. I'm gonna keep... Oh! With the generation of the Game Boys, it went this one, and the Advance, which was also not backlit, so it was the same sort of situation. It went from that size to that size, the little mini one. Game Boy SP, we went to the Nintendo DS, I had a silver one, I can't seem to find it, and then the Nintendo DS obviously went to the 3DS, but the only reason I ever kept up with all the Nintendo handhelds was because I needed to be able to play Pokemon. PS2, and this PS2 actually has a mark right there because back in the day when things started to stop working, you just hit them with the controller. To the point where it did stop working, and then I had the smaller PS2, which I didn't really like as much. What was the most classic PlayStation 2 game? Grand Theft Auto, iToy. Oh my God, where's my iToy? If you don't know what an iToy was a camera that you plugged into your PlayStation 2 and it put you in the game. It was like VR gaming before VR gaming. It's like the window washing thing.
When I'm cleaning windows.
Now, I remember when the PlayStation 3 came out, you got the PlayStation 3 with the game Infamous. Infamous was brilliant. I don't know why they've stopped making the Infamous games. I don't know if they've been cancelled. I don't know what the story is. But Infamous was this game where you were a guy with electricity powers, and they released 2 games where you were Cole was his name, and you had electricity powers. And then they released Infamous Second Son on PlayStation 4, and that was also brilliant. Obviously, you didn't have electricity powers, but you had the smoke powers and the neon powers, and you could like absorb the powers of everybody else. I'm gonna get really into this, so you just need to strap in and strap on. It was like one of my most favorite games, and I've replayed that game over and over and over again, and I need them to come out with another one. PS3 went to PS4. PS4 went to the giant PS5 that's over there, the space station looking thing. Genuine Xbox 360, chipped Xbox 360, if you know, you know. But if you don't know, it meant that I could fly back to Pakistan or fly to Bali and buy games for $1. Mass Effect 3, as you can tell, it's so authentic. If you remember this bad boy, and you remember this bad boy, is she focused? Is she focused? You will also remember Super Smash Bros, one of the most incredible games on this thing. I have it somewhere. Mario Kart, also fantastic somewhere. James Bond, 007, GoldenEye. Big head mode on GoldenEye, beautiful. The PSP era, but she died well and quick. But these things were sexy. Like, that thing is gorgeous. You, like me, ever grabbed one of these guys and thought you had to actually get the disc out of the plastic? You're not alone. You're not alone, because I did the same thing. Nearly broke so many games. Now, whilst I was looking for everything, I know this has got nothing to do with gaming, however, we've got Bulbasaur, Charmander, Battle. If you were around in the year 2000, you will be very aware of the Pokemon movie that came out where they introduced Mewtwo. There's dust in my eye. Ah. When you went to see that film, you were given Pokemon cards, if I'm remembering this correctly. And I think that's how I got this Pikachu. That one right there. Because I grew up in Pakistan, a lot of these cards aren't authentic. Nita, the well-known fire-type Pokemon, this card says she's a fighting type, which obviously is not true. With finding that comes this prized possession. And I don't think the batteries in this thing has ever been replaced. Kidding me, it still works. This thing thinks it's 1998. Hi. Now, this is where you guys come in. Times have changed, and I don't know this new age of gaming PC technology. I don't know what I'm looking at. I need your help. My setup is held together with chewing gum, duct tape, and prayer at the moment. What even is that? That's a candle. So we are starting from the ground up, but I'm so excited to do it. I've got so much energy and so much motivation to want to do it as well. So I just absolutely love any advice, any guidance, or anything you guys have got in your brains that can help me out. Oh, I'm so sorry about the mess. I didn't know I was having guests. This is my setup. This is where I'm sat at the moment. Using my Mac like I was telling you, and it tried its best. I also want to know, did you have any of the consoles I've just shown you? What was your favorite game? If you were a Pokemon person, what was your starter Pokemon? Because water type is the only correct answer, and Piplup was the best thing that was ever introduced into this entire world, and I won't hear anything otherwise. Okay, hit like, hit subscribe. I'll see you next time.